So hello everybody, welcome to the stream. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be playing as the Second Continental Army over here on the west coast of America. And I don't know how long we'll be streaming for today. My gut is either until we finish the campaign or until about 2 o'clock, whichever one comes first. So the Second Continental Army. The Second Continental Army is a failed state, filled with the dreams and hopes of thousands. Most of the population consists of hardened Great War veterans and young determined souls wishing to bring about the collapse of the Anglo-American capitalist economic system that had failed them and their families. These soldiers of the revolution have faced are marched as far as Halifax all the way to the Oregon coast in search of better opportunities, under the leadership of the prestigious Dominican General Smedley Butler. Butler was the de facto leader of the bonus brigade, made up of the impoverished Great War veterans that felt betrayed by their government's lack of financial and social support. The bonus brigade, as it would become to be known, would see the Butler attempt a revolution in Philadelphia with the support of thousands of veterans and general military personnel. However, this revolution wouldn't last long. Soon enough, Butler and his supporters would find themselves marching through the last bastion of uncolonized America in a bid to escape the United Commonwealth Army, finally setting up shop in the Oregon coast. The Second Continental Army is a failed state. So here we are, we're all the way in Oregon. We have two lovely divisions. We will go with Harry Randall for our general. For our leader, I'm assuming that it's going to be Butler. He's not looking the best. I think we can all agree on that. We'll assign you here. That seems okay for now. So for our national focus, we will do the Dead March West. We'll get a core on the coast. We get some decisions here. Fantastic. So that'll be done in 15 days. We have one research slot. Holy hell. What do we take then? I guess 1918 sport equipment. It does seem like we're going to be fighting a lot of wars. Our industry is literally at 0, so getting any industry tech right now probably is not our top priority. Okay, but we'll get our units ready. So we have California to our south. We are also surrounded by Tabernacle, New Walden, and New Virginia. I'm not too sure. Because I know California is part of, like, the Mexican kind of war. So at some point, I know them, I think, like, Texas and then this republic here should all unite at some point to fight Mexico. So we probably don't need to worry about them immediately. So it looks like our old Commonwealth has elected the Labour Party. And some stuff's going on in Algeria, but that doesn't really affect me too much. But what goes on in Africa stays in Africa. I'm not going to worry about it. We are negative 50% stability. The young and the bold, vacant political positions, Revolutionary Republic, overwhelming poverty, no state welfare, negative 85.5% factory output. Very, very good. To all who it may concern, we are aware of the increasing number of Celestials coming in from the city from the south and doing everything we can to solve the situation. The Celestials in question are said to be the country of Mezao, was taken over by refugees from the east, which caused local population to flee north. We have ordered the construction of a special district for Chinese families in the outskirts of the city to resolve the issue without disturbing the New Virginian way of life. Additionally, asked the government to investigate these so-called refugees from the east to find out their motives and identity. We will update you as soon as the investigation is concluded. Sincerely, the new mayor of New Libertyville. Okay, it also just tell me who wrote every single event. You got one arms factory, stabilize the nation. Let's go with one arm factory first. And Sleeping Giant. Though we have exiled ourselves from the middle of buttfuck nowhere in the United Commonwealth, cast a poisonous shadow over our people and the state's very existence. They know we left and settled ourselves for a new life, but they have find even our general whereabouts that our very survival is at stake. It's therefore necessary we keep our presence unknown until we are ready to strike first, or at least until we reach an acceptable level of readiness. The cost of high from the giant decisions equate to how many battalions you have mobilized, i.e. 9 battalions equal 9 political power. This is related to battalions, not divisions. If the UC discovers us, we will suffer from a severe national spirit debuff that can only be removed after the UC is defeated. That basically means death. It is highly recommended that you do not spam out divisions willy-nilly. Once you've conquered most of the Midwest, this mechanic will come to an end since your existing whereabouts will be made very clear to the UC at that point. God help us as they discover our sanctuary, our home. Which mod are we going to try out? I'm trying to find more mods. Like, again, people have, So what does Hide from the Giant actually do for us? with open eyes will be reset. Okay, fantastic. I would like some suggestions from people about what mods they would like to see, because of course we have the Metro mod we've been trying out. I did see that there's an Ace Combat mod, which I think could be interesting as well. How much political power do we actually gain? 0.18. Very, very cool. Okay, ready your damn rifles. Children of the Revolution. I mean, more political power gain would be nice. Unlocks Cowboy Research Tree and units. I mean, having cowboys, I think, could be quite nice. Let's go with Children of the Revolution first. But aside from that, I'm not too sure. I guess we'll go, like, probably 2 on rifle production seems okay. Civilian, I guess we'll try to build ourselves a new civilian factory. But yeah, if you're watching this either on the stream or you're watching this on the YouTube VOD, if you have some mods that you'd like to see me check out, I do recommend you comment them down below or in chat right now. Because I want to try out some new mods. Or, you know, revisit some mods we've not played in quite some time. I know there's a lot of mods that I played before, which sadly have just basically been abandoned, which is a little sad. The first wave. The convoy reared to a closure. Behind, followed by a line of hungry and tired peoples. Food situation already began deteriorating at this point, and rationing has already taken effect. The streets are battered with sand, and definition of hell seemed all to be fitting for the situation at hand. The local militias were not uttering a word of hesitance, or all the knowledge about the current circumstances. They remained the only people able to still be able to maintain a full belly, them and the various political leaders. Even the veterans were on short end of the stick. The new Bottlerites began to set new homes and rations for the core population, and looked towards them with distaste and concern. The worst had begun. I definitely think we'll probably go back to Great War. I have been told it's been updated. I think Fuhrreich is one of the ones that I don't think has actually been updated unless there's been a, like, fan patch. Okay, so we're missing 1 steel, which is honestly not, like, super bad. We have 700 guns, which is not horrible. And presumably, you guys are ass, right? You need infantry rations? I don't have infantry rations. So we should probably make some. Yeah, rations here. We'll go 1 factory on rations, 1 factory on equipment. Sounds good to me. We don't want to take the debuff. The debuff will probably mean we just lose the, Add fear and chaos. Daily political power gain, minus 0.3. Well, I mean, it's not the worst. The final few. Okay, that'll be done in every 30 days. More Bottlerites will arrive. Initial waves will be large in number. It may cause further strain towards our already ailing situation. Another decision has to be made, or else we will all starve to death. Buy time. If we have more than 5 divisions. Stabilize the nation because it's 5% stability. That requires a lot of political power, which right now is kind of in short supply. Which is a little sad. Okay. Spain and Morocco have ended their hostilities. Hide from the giant. 6 political power. And we're getting 0.32. I think we almost doubled our political power gain, which, I mean, that's nice. By the way, does this happen immediately? It does look like it does happen immediately, which is good. Okay. Oh, we got War Economy for free. Command Power plus 25. We got some land forts. Let's go with you next. Stabilize the nation. Hey, look at that. We have 64 political power. Let's go. Let's stabilize the nation for 35 political power. I kind of want to make sure that we do not just forget to press this. So you know what? Hide from the giant. I'm going to take that immediately. If you like Kaiserreich, you should do the Kaiser. I think I don't like Kaiser Redux. I don't know what it is about Kaiser Redux. It's just not my tempo. As the second wave of Bottlerites arrived, the crowd stood waiting at the capital's makeshift gates, protested against the entry of the Moor. What about her, eh? Shouted a citizen, pointing to an old, scrunched-up figure. Closer inspection of the individual and old, crescent face revealed itself. What will she be provided with now? Added the enraged citizen of the crowd, roared in unison. The old lady coerced with Butler showed him a small timid boy under her arms. Now listen here, dear, my son. This boy's father gave everything for the cause. He died believing in you in the revolution. Reaching out for a crooked finger, she snapped at Butler's heart. If not me, surely the boy. She stood undisturbed at the possibility of turning back. She knew her time was near, but remained defiant of suggestion that her grandson dying out in the waste. So we get political power -10. We must look after the loyal, or we must look after the... So there's like one person we're not allowing in, but I would like the stability a little bit more. Sorry, only the strong are allowed. Your little grandson, get the fuck out of here. End of a new beginning. That is actually one of the... It is one of the mods that I have looked at. Are you a decent division? Gang of misfits? You are a bunch of gun... So you're like a bunch of just bandits. Which, I mean, is fine. Well, I mean, it's okay. I'm not going to say no to the bandit army. But it's not... It's not good. to say the least. Okay, greatest struggle. So what do you want to do after the greatest struggle, then? Similar people, similar goals. New Walden demands annexation. We declare war on New Walden. Well, I mean, we don't have a, Well, if we can just annex these two immediately, peacefully, that seems better for us. Because, hey, we don't, Okay, the Great Balkan War. Literally, I don't give a single shit. Because, you know, I don't have a large army. I prefer not to fight a massive war. If I could avoid it. So New Walden is also Jacobin, so it's like the same ideology. You are reactionary, so my gut is that you're probably not going to say yes. But let's see if New Walden is willing to accept our demands here. I'm hoping the answer is yes. And you declare war on Tabernacle, which is you. I think Red Flood is updated. I mean, it worked when I tried it. Dear Mother, I hope you're doing well. I am certainly not. None of us are. Corpses trail behind us like breadcrumbs. I've not had anything to eat in a couple of days. Even then, it was just a bowl of beet soup. But it tasted heavenly compared to what else we had to eat out here. The commissar kept saying, speaking of how we had to forge on, in the end, our suffering would be worth it. He collapsed from the cold of a snowstorm. We didn't watch it happen, for we had to keep moving lest we suffer the same fate. The last time I heard him was when he screamed, mauled to death by wolves shortly afterwards. I want to come home to you, to Father, to all my friends. But I've gone too far now. I can't come home. I'll be shot as soon as the authorities saw me. This may be my last letter to you. If you even receive it, if you don't hear from me in 3 weeks, I'm dead. But don't weep for me. I'll be somewhere better. Love, James. Okay, excellent. Well, I mean, not excellent for James. He's not having a great time. But he's sacrificing himself for the new American Revolution. And isn't that a thing we can all aspire to? Okay, the third wave. Civilians first, the soldiers defend them. That is the role of the armed vanguard, to be the sword of the working class. To aid in the escape, the 4th Red Army stayed behind to usher civilians west. The plan could only hold up for so long. Commonwealth forces had intercepted our comrades in Hardin, trapping them between Illinois and Mississippi. 40,000 soldiers are now caught in a mousetrap. 40,000 fighters we can't afford to lose. A relief force could be sent, but we are already stretched thin. One single offer suggested sending the unreliable troops and reserves instead, but that would certainly mean sending these people to their deaths. So we can send our most able troops. Political stability goes down. Heroes are made among the damned, send the reserves. There's nothing that we can do. So again, the question is, do we want more? How much manpower? We have 26,000 manpower. Political power goes down by... I mean... War support goes up by 5. Stability goes down. I mean, I kind of want to take all of them. But this is for the population, which right now is at 700,000. You know what? Send the Vanguard. Or not the Vanguard. Send in the reserves. If they need to die, they need to die. That's okay. Okay, so our timer here is once again reset. Well, it's nice that it doesn't reset instantaneously. Grand offensive. If we're at war, we get plus 10% attack. Stabilize the nation, which you don't need to do right now. But we'll recruit cowboys. Less manpower than 5,000. We don't need to worry about that. And hide from the giant. Buy time costs us stability, which is garbage. Right, Gates of Versailles. I don't know which one Gates of Versailles is. That's one of the ones I don't think I've actually heard about. Okay, we'll see if they've agreed to our demands. You can only attempt to negotiate peacefully with one nation. Okay. We cannot do you until presumably this is finished. Our demands were accepted. Demands for annexation have been sent. Were accepted. Occupational forces are already moving in to secure the region. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, let's move you guys to Portland. Which does mean that you are now up to 19 political power, which is a little expensive. Question is, do we want to attack you or you first? We have no idea how many divisions do we have. We have no idea how many divisions do you have. My gut is to target New Virginia first. What do you do? Stability +5, 1 civilian factory, second compliance to 50%. You'll be able to core the state later via decision once the modifier has been removed. Alright, next, use any core immediately if we declare war on you. Well, false heirs no more. What units do we actually have? We did get one of the weird mutant, like, dogs. They could be useful for us. But I think at least right now, this is a pretty good time for us to end off this episode. So if you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not enjoyed, you can always thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe. And goodbye.